because the night before all of this happened with Aaron Rodgers, that is where the New York Giants demolition at the hands of Micah Parsons and the Cowboys came from. I love the era that we're living in where so many great players have their own means of getting their message out there, whether it's their social media accounts or in this case, their podcasts. The Kelsey brothers, Travis and Jason, took the world by storm with theirs last year. And now Micah Parsons has one. And if that wasn't cool enough that you can go listen to it straight from his mouth, he's backing up my opinions, which obviously means a lot to me. Micah Parsons on his podcast, The Edge, I think that's what he's calling it. Can't wait to go give it a look. But he basically called out the Giants for not pulling Daniel Jones out of a 40-0 beatdown. Talking about the Giants, he said, quote, "It's called protecting your guy, something I thought the Giants should have done. I don't think Daniel Jones should have been in that game in the fourth quarter. I thought they should have protected him and pulled him out. Barring injury, their season would be over without Daniel Jones." Thank you, Micah Parsons. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, look, I get it. At the end of a 40-0 blowout, first of all, you don't want to, like, maybe the optics look weird to Joe from Brooklyn or, whatever angry Giants fan is furious about the way the game went. Maybe it's bad optics to people like that. It's going to be worse optics if something happens to Daniel Jones that forces him to miss games or maybe all of them. It's so ironic that Brian Daboll and the Giants decided not to pull Daniel Jones a solid, not even 24 hours, like 20 hours before the same thing happened to Aaron Rodgers. And I get it. Football is there. You're going to deal with injuries. It's inevitable. But these are situations that you can avoid. You can say, hey, man, this game's been over since halftime. We live to fight another day. We pay you $40 million a year. You are way too important to us to have you out here in a rainstorm getting annihilated by the likes of Micah Parsons. Honestly, not even Micah Parsons by the end of the game, because the Cowboys were smart enough to be like, hey, you've done your job for the night. Let's let the backups eat a little bit. That's modern football. Like, there was a time in the 60s, 70s, honestly, as recently as like the 2000s, where you'd probably say, no, you got your asses kicked. You don't get out of this game. You go find something salvageable to work with. That stuff all sounds really cool from the hard ass coach in a movie. But here in 2023, where the NFL is a multi-billion dollar business and Daniel Jones is the biggest piece of your season, it just doesn't make any sense. It's one thing for me to say that. I just really wanted to point out that one of the best defenders in the league feels the same way. So thank you, Micah, for that. All right.